I've always said I'm going to put this on my Facebook. So July 1st. And I just made a post on Facebook, but I did not put, usually I will put the date as a thumbnail. And out of respect for that date is all I will say. I did not do it, and I'm not going to speak to it now either, because this video is going to be put on my Facebook. It's going to be put across all three channels. Today is an extremely high watch day, yes, but I came across a YouTube channel that I subscribe to, but I never watch. And the word decode is in their name. They have the person's name, then in the channel. Could be legit. They've got, of course, the AI pushes their channel. They're very much into Mr. Big being who he is, Trump the Antichrist, and so forth. But they don't seem to be searching for the deadly wound date, which is fine. Maybe they're just not called to it. They could be real, but they really focused on Aleister Crowley. And I'm like, I've never put Aleister Crowley even on my spreadsheet of the 37 progressions. I mean, like what's up with that? And I did want to look at one more thing real quick before I begin this. There it is, 322. Holy cow. And so 121 in the minutes begins it. Aleister Crowley, 666, the Beast character. His born on the year 187, okay. 1012, which, like the person said in the video, that is Antichrist, because 1210 is 121. And when you run him, ironically, to our what I would call the abomination of desolation date, if he goes down anytime relatively before that, enough to kill 1 out of 4 people on the earth, which I do think they can do. There's 777 in the weeks on the rising day. I mean, on the abomination of desolation day. But it's 148 years, which is Donald J. Trump and simple gematria, 11 months, 21 days. You have your 121 Antichrist code in that. So that is Aleister Crowley's birth. Now, if you run him to this July 1st date of his birth, of course, it's the 148 again. 319 in the days, and we know about our friend born 319 and all of her numerical connections. But I want to focus on what would have been his death or fake death, Crowley's, to this July 1st date. It is an absolute triple palindrome. How in the world do you have a triple palindrome? Aleister Crowley, again, his fake death, 121, December 1st, 1947. Or they might have ritualistically had him die on that day, or the Lord just might have had him die on that day. Maybe it's legit. 27972 days. That's a palindrome. 27972, same number backwards and forwards. Look at the years and months. 76 years, 7 months. 767 is a palindrome. And look at just the months. 919 months. 919 is a palindrome. Same number backwards and forwards. How in the world do you have that? This goes to July 1st. Which, remember, so let me go to what I have for y'all here. I was watching a YouTube channel that does decodes, and they're very much onto Mr. This is a Facebook post, okay? And I can blow this up. We can all read it together. So was watching a YouTube channel that does decodes. They have the word decode in their channel's name. And they were very much onto Mr. Big, but I still can't help but think they are controlled ops. But they focused on Aleister Crowley, that 666 beast guy, who along with Jack Parsons and L. Ron Hubbard did this Moonchild ritual called Babylon Working, and they spelled it incorrectly for a reason. You want to know why? Of course you do. Whether you want to know or not, I'm going to tell you. It comes to 144 in English ordinal. So the true working is to cleanse the church. That's the job of the Antichrist. Look at the Jewish gematria, the most biblical, 1212, which is 12 is the number for the church. 144,000 is the number for the church in the book of Revelation, as 12 is also. It's, a multiple. 12 times 12. How's my volume? I don't even think I checked it. I did check it too. So it's spelled Babylon Working for a reason. We know why. And this was a ritual they did in the desert. L. Ron Hubbard, Jack Parsons, under the instruction of Aleister Crowley, to create a moonchild. And of course, Trump was born on a total lunar eclipse about 3 months later. Okay. And so then I start talking about the triple palindrome, and there it is. It's 27972, same number backwards and forwards. 76 years, 7 months. 767 is a palindrome. 919 months even, because it was December 1st to July 1st. 919 is our third palindrome in a row. That's impossible. On his rising day, spiritually possessed by Satan, running World War III for both sides, would be July 3rd. That's the day Sirius, the dog star, goes dark. Dog Days of Summer, Trump born year of the dog, Snoop Dogg, etc. So the reason why he rises when Sirius goes dark is because he goes into perdition hidden. He's running World War III behind the scenes. He's hidden. Now, when Sirius, the dog star, rises on August 12th, that might be the explosion we see, the nuclear stuff in IPEC GOAT. July 3rd is Tom Cruise's birthday, Top Gun Maverick. We know who Top Gun Maverick is. Of course, that's Trump. His rising would be this July 3rd. Is Tom Cruise's birthday is July 3rd. But by the way, isn't Tom Cruise does he turn 50 that day? Tom Cruise birthday?
July 3rd, 1962. According to Britannica, Tom Cruise, born July 3rd, 1962, Syracuse.
So he turns 52. Okay. So where was I before I rudely interrupted myself? July 3rd is Tom Cruise's birthday, Top Gun Maverick. We know who Top Gun Maverick is, don't we? It's his rising day on Wednesday, the TV series Day of Woe. Each episode had woe in it. As Zechariah 11:17 begins with woe. It's the right eye wound Bible verse. So now let's go through the series of items that I had. There's that. So the World Trade Center, which of course was destroyed on September 11th, 2001. It's 187, 16 days. Okay. So of course the 187 is there, and it's 614 months, which is Trump's birthday. We also have to look at One World Trade Tower to this rising day. And One World Trade Tower was opened, I believe, on (2014). One World Trade Tower, November 3rd. Yeah, 2014. So the rising is a palindrome of 353. 3530 days. It's 9 years, 8 months. We know that the 98th verse is the white horse crowning verse, which most likely speaks to the rising, his crowning, per the Bible verse, where Jesus' death, crowned with glory. It's a perfect 116 months, which is a backwards, upside down 9/11. And 9/11 was all about the rising because it's really 11/7, because September was once the 7th month, as October, octagon, octopus was the 8th, and so forth. And they showed us the 116 code in Back to the Future on the clocks. Back to the Future was released on 7/3. iPetGoat's video was posted on 7/3, on July 3rd. Well, Heliofont's YouTube channel, they posted iPetGoat to their YouTube channel on July 3rd also. Now, July 3rd could be the date, but this Aleister Crowley thing, I've already been looking at July 1st, but I haven't started doing videos on it. Anyway, let's keep going. So we got One World Trade Tower. That's a hit. Tom Cruise, Babylon Working. Then that. Yeah, 79 murder code and 116 code is a personal cipher that I don't want to get into. But 79 is in the days. Now, the event I was talking about in my personal life, it's 588 in the months. It's a perfect 588 months on the 86ing day. On the rising day, it's 588 months, 2 days, but it's a perfect 17,900 days on the rising day from a personal event that took place in my hometown on July 1st. And 79 is murder in simple gematria, and that would be it on the rising day, 17900. Uh, 5628, the massive personal cipher, especially that the rising is 5630 from Groundhog Day 2009. Since this is going on my Facebook, I will not say what that date is. That is always our main go-to cipher. Top Gun Maverick to the rising day is perfect for rising. There's your 68, which is the reversal of 86. 768 in the days. And of course, it's a perfect 216. 2 years, 1 month, 6 days, 216, James Bond's car tag, as it is 6 times 6 times 6, 216. That's perfect. It's a little too perfect, isn't it? And on July 1st, from Top Gun Maverick, it's 766 in the days. 66th book of the Bible is Revelation. And it's 2 years, 1 month, 4 days, 214, as we know, is the 214th verse is Revelation 13:3. Deadly wound, but did live. So this is very big. The Wednesday TV series to the Wednesday rising day. It's the perfect 588 in the days. 88 is Trump and simple gematria. It is 1 year, 7 months, 10 days. 710 is Eve in Jewish gematria. It's a perfect 84 in the weeks, which is 7 times 12. 7 is the number for cleansing. 12 is the number for the church, which is also Trump's birthday, 6 times 14. Because he's born 6/14, also comes to 84. But of course, his job is to cleanse the church. Also, if you include both dates, it turns into 19 months, 11 days, which is 9/11 code. If you go to the 86ing day of July 1st, not including both dates, Wednesday is 586 days. 86 means to eliminate or to get rid of. It's 83 weeks, 5 days. 83 is murder. And I think it's reverse ordinal gematria, but in one of our gematria ciphers, of course. From the total solar, it's 84 days. 7 times 12, or Trump 6 times 14. It's a perfect 12 weeks. It's 216, 666, so forth in the hours. It's Eve in the minutes, as Eve is 2096. And in Strong's Concordance New Testament, it's 12096 in the minutes. Again, the hours are 2016. Drop the 0, it's 216 code. And on the rising, it would be the 86 days. If we run that to the potential abomination of desolation date of the Ring of Fire total solar, it does turn into the 93 days. And 93 was all about, well, this video that I watched, they talked about the 418 and the 93, the number 93. Apparently it's on the cover of Aleister Crowley's book. Had a 418 and a 93. I can't remember what it was they were saying about Aleister Crowley's Book of the Law. So this image, there's the 418, but there was something about 93. And I can't remember what he was saying. Let me go back to his video real quick. All right, so it's written in Roman numerals right there. Let me check my volume. Every time I come out, I have to check it. There we go. So it's a Roman numeral, the X, the C, and the I. And it says equals 418. That's actually the way it's written. It's a 4I8. Now, I can't remember what made me go to the 93. Or why was I thinking 93? I don't even remember. Oh, so for the 86ing day to the Ring of Fire, it is 93 days. Okay. Which is on the cover of the Book of the Law. I don't know. This is just this July 1st. It really does leap off of the page. And we will get into more later on my other channel where I do the personal ciphers. If you want to know what that is and you're not on that channel, if you're on Facebook with me, message me or ask in the comments. All right, love you.